Hello, Artful Manifestors. Thank you for joining me today for this timeless pick a card tarot reading for all zodiac signs. Whenever you come across this reading is when you're meant to hear it. And to choose your reading, you're going to choose from one of these crystals or one of these cards I'm about to reveal. And then once you choose your reading, you'll go to the description box below, where you'll find a link to each reading, as well as a list of all the cards that I use. All right, for reading number 1, we have Bue Goldstone. Trying to get the shimmers. It's sparkly, but since it's dark, I'm not sure if it shows up on camera. For reading number 2, we have Lemon Chrysoprase. And for reading number 3, we have Lepidolite. All right, for reading number 1, this is the image. And for reading number 2, this is the image. And for reading number 3, this is the image. Let your inner wisdom guide you. Whichever crystal or image you're most drawn to is most likely the reading meant for you. Of course, you're always welcome to listen to 2 or even all 3 of the readings if you're guided to do so. Enjoy your reading. Hello, reading number 1. You chose this image. And it says big picture thinking. Pleiades energy, visionary, inspired ideas. Such a beautiful image. We see a portal. And you also chose the Bue Goldstone, which is a man-made stone. And even though it's a man-made stone, it's little sparkles come from copper suspended in glass, which makes it look like the night sky. So already I'm seeing synchronicities between the card and the crystal. It attunes your field to the cosmic rhythm, helping you remember you too are made of stars. And it amplifies ambition and confidence. It resonates with the throat and third eye chakras, clearing self-doubt and aligning your voice with your vision. It's a talisman for those on the path of speaking truth, building dreams, and shining without apology. And it unlocks your inner vision and divine messages. All right, let's find out more about how your ambition and confidence can be amplified, and you can think of the whole picture, the bigger picture. Whoa. Okay, it didn't fall on the floor, but it flew across the table. The Hermit, And look at this receiving of divine inspiration. The Six of Cups. And the Seven of Pentacles. All right, if you are a person that feels like we come from elsewhere, and I feel like our language limits our understanding. We don't always have the right language and stories to explain the cosmos. And so, some people might say that we were star seeds from the Pleiades, or that we are here from other dimensions. We're all souls. And definitely those souls are of divinity. And what I see is that you are receiving downloads that are rewiring you. I mean, look at how this looks like a DNA strand. It's like literally awakening something in your DNA, changing your DNA, rewiring your brain. And there is a connection between the Pleiades and pine trees. And also there's something special about sunflowers. I haven't been, but it is on my bucket list. I know there's a place in Mexico where there are mountains with pine trees and sunflower fields nearby. So definitely want to visit that place. If you've been there or you live near there, please put it in the comments. I'd love to know. Something about the way he's holding this seashell on her necklace, and I'm hearing the word talisman. Maybe there is a talisman that you carry or wear that amplifies your confidence. You feel more confident when you wear it. All right, the Hermit card is telling me that your ambition is, its sacred purpose is discovered in solitude. And to amplify your drive, go inward, which may sound counterintuitive to some. You're not being lazy or slow. You're attuning to your own light, not chasing someone else's truth. So amplify your ambition by taking sacred pauses to reconnect with the why you are called to do what you do. What are you becoming that no one can see yet? It's like a seed that's sprouting, and a lot of sprouts look very similar, and it's hard to tell what it's going to turn into. at that stage? And what wisdom have you gained that you have not yet shared? This is the root of true confidence, not noise or performance, but the quiet knowing that your steps are led by an ancient lantern. And the Six of Cups, I feel that it's soul memory. To dream big, the Six of Cups reminds you to remember what lit you up before the world told you to be small. And what lit you up before you came to this world. You're tapping into when it's like when this card says big picture thinking, it's big picture as in the cosmos. And there's this ambition that maybe was seeded in you before you were born or in a childhood longing that may have been a little remembrance, or when you were more connected to it when you were younger. And maybe now it's a forgotten dream or something you did for the joy of it, not the praise. And you can amplify your confidence by retrieving lost pieces of yourself. Songs that you used to sing or dance to, maybe old drawings, looking through your old sketchbooks and journals, games you used to play, places that once made you feel like you belonged to the stars, because your guides want you to know that you do. And they're telling me there's some talisman that maybe a human gave it to you, or maybe it's something, some stone that you found under a tree and put string through it or wired it, and now you wear it. And your guides, your star guides led you to that, brought that to you, whether you found it yourself or somebody else gave it to you and they were the messenger, so to speak. They delivered it. It was actually a gift from your star family. And you can activate this big picture thinking by asking, what would the child version of me want me to build for both of us to live in? So this is the kind of nostalgia that's not regression, but a map to your original fire. And the Seven of Pentacles is tending what takes time. Your cards ground the ambition. They say your vision is a garden, not a firework. It needs rhythm, devotion, and faith. And big picture thinking requires you to zoom out and trust that not all seeds show themselves right away. Don't get focused on the details. It's like you can't see the forest for the trees. Is that the saying? You want to be able to see the forest, the entire ecosystem, and all the inner workings. And this is going to benefit you in a specific situation and in life. You can amplify your ambition by becoming a sacred steward of your goals. Keep showing up even when the results are invisible, because remember that seeds might grow quietly underneath the earth in the soil before they sprout. And even when it sprouts, there's stuff happening underneath. Those roots are growing before you see a lot of growth above ground. And confidence grows when you track your progress soulfully, not just with metrics. Look at how far you've come, not just in task, but in energy, alignment, and embodiment. And you are growing. You are growing something. You're on the right path. You amplify your ambition by remembering the why. Why did you begin this? You amplify your confidence by knowing you are still the one you've been becoming. It is an eternal unfolding. And you activate your big vision by honoring the luminous roots growing beneath your feet. These are beautiful cards that show lots of growth. Keep believing in yourself. You're doing it. It's happening. Keep pausing, keep connecting, keep spending time in nature. Creating your talisman, returning to your talisman. And the talisman may also be a metaphor for the why. It's that why that gives you the confidence and the ambition to continue to grow your abundance. Reading number 1, so excited for you. Please let me know how this resonates. I love to read your comments, and I'm wishing you the best. The light in me sees the light in you. Thank you. Bye. Reading number 2, you chose the lemon Chrysoprase, which is great for emotional cleansing and heart reawakening. It works through the heart and solar plexus chakra, gently washing away stagnant grief, fear, or regret that may be clouding your inner light. And as I was moving the cards in between reading 1 and this reading and getting everything ready, my guides were showing me somebody living in regret. Like they feel like they have a missed opportunity, and that, you know, they had everything going for them on this path and they made a mistake or did something that changed their path, altered their course, and they feel like, you know, they've missed the boat and it's not going to be what they wanted, that their life is ruined basically. And it's not. What your guides were telling me is that that thing that you were on was not the right path. And the decisions that you made that took you off that course were your inner guidance system trying to shake you off course, even though it may have felt like you did things that weren't in alignment with your nature or whatever the situation was. You actually weren't meant for that path. There's something greater for you that you're meant for. And now you have the opportunity to recalibrate and align with that new truth. Excuse me. And lemon chrysoprase helps ease emotional burdens with a soft, steady touch. And it's ideal for those doing shadow work or emerging from a long winter of the soul. It restores your ability to trust joy again after sorrow. It offers radiant optimism and inner renewal. It lifts heaviness from the mind and spirit, inspiring action without panic. And it strengthens your belief in fresh starts in life, relationships, creativity, and purpose. Every day is a doorway, and you are the key that turns the light on. And this card says, New Earth, a new earth. It's happening. Keep holding the vision. And because lemon chrysoprase has this color to it, it's really kind of like a tinge of green. It's also has an earth resonance, a nature attunement. This greenish yellow hue and its mineral signature connects you to nature spirits, the elemental realms, the green pulse of Gaia herself. So it's a wonderful ally for earth workers, plant intuitives, therapists who blend nature and soul healing. It enhances communication with plant allies and helps you attune your energetic field to seasonal shifts. So already I feel such a big message for you, reading number 2, that you're exactly where you're meant to be. And your guides really want you to let go of your regret, and they want you to know that you're on the right path now. And nature is woven into this new path. Oh, all right. 7 of Wands. Yeah, even before I pulled the cards and I was talking, I'm receiving more downloads that you are a bridge. Because you experienced this loss, this regret, you're a bridge for others to cross from that feeling of loss and regret to return to their joy. And I see you using nature in some way. Maybe you're some kind of nature guide. Ace of Pentacles. Or you're using plant medicine. I mean, it could be in the form of flower essences or teaching people how to grow. Maybe it starts with you taking a master gardener class. I do see also that you're a bridge between worlds, because my guides are coming through very clearly. And if your guides, if you haven't been receiving clear messages from your guides, you will soon. I see that for you. And the Two of Swords. Yeah, you're learning to trust your inner voice. You're right on target also. On target by trusting your inner eye. The Seven of Wands appears when we're in sacred resistance, not to life itself, but to energies, voices, or patterns that would have us shrink back into the past. It says, you've already made it farther than others thought you could. What you're feeling as regret may actually be the ache of your evolution, your soul stretching beyond its old edges. You can begin to release regret by honoring the strength it took to choose differently. What did I protect by walking away? This is what you can ask yourself. What did you protect by walking away? What truth were you defending even when no one understood? And your guides again are telling me, even if it feels like you leaving something or losing something was a result of, it was like an indirect result, that no matter what, that you were still doing the right thing. Maybe not in the moment, but in the big picture of taking yourself out of that role or path and moving into this new one. So I see some of you made a choice to walk away from a situation, and others made choices that led to the severance of that situation or relationship. And either way, the result is same, is that you're being put on a new path for a new purpose, or for your purpose. And you're not behind. You are standing your sacred ground on the mountain of your becoming. And your guides are also, they want you to know that as you begin to open up to their communications, sometimes the way they communicate to you is by showing you one of your memories that it has a similar vibration to somebody else's, so that you can have a better understanding of what that person is experiencing, so that you can help them cross that bridge to the other side. They're not showing you these past hurts to punish you and make you feel regret, guilt, or shame. They're doing it because you're moving past it, and you're going to help others do the same. You're going to be that bridge for them. And so these memories pop up. It's actually your guides communicating to you, and they want you to let that message play through instead of getting stuck in the regret or the negative emotion of it, because what they're going to show you what comes after, how you transmuted it, how you alchemized it, how you realized it wasn't the right thing for you, and it's going to help you to help others get to the other side. If your guides are speaking to you in this way, or if you've noticed an increase in understandings from your guides, please let me know, because it's coming through so strongly. And the Ace of Pentacles, this is a gift. And this is the clearest yes in the deck, that you are indeed on the right path. It might not look like what you expected years ago, but this seed has been gifted to you. And now it's your sacred task to nourish it. Trust the path by tending what's in your hands. Don't abandon your new reality just because it hasn't bloomed yet. You're holding the seed of a new reality, and it's already been planted. The universe is offering you the tools, the resources, the people that you need. Just say yes to utilizing them, even if it's scary. This is the garden of your future, and the seeds have already been planted, and it's time for you to water it with your trust and your faith. And woven into this new reality, your reality that you're growing, is your beliefs, your new beliefs. And I'm telling you, this is very tied to nature and earth. Your new reality is not just a new reality for you, but for earth. You're helping others to realize that they are creating their reality. And the Two of Swords is this threshold moment where you might feel caught between the path you feel obligated to and the one your soul is aligned to. And to create the reality you want, you're moving from indecision to inner vision. The Two of Swords invites you to drop the mental tug of war and listen to your deeper inner knowing. Create your reality. Do it by asking, what would you choose if you trusted that your joy was wise? What's the quiet yes that you keep silencing? You're not being asked to make perfect choices. You're being asked to begin nurturing this reality. And when you move through life from your center, the path is clear. And it's not clear because it's easy, it's clear because it's true. You're releasing regret by honoring the version of you who survived it. You're trusting the path by tending to what is now in your care. And creating the reality you desire by choosing from the heart. Even if that comes in little whispers, you're trusting your your inner voice. And by you doing that, you're helping others to do the same. You're helping change the planet's consciousness so that we're all creating a better reality, a new earth. Reading number 2 feels so powerful and just a lot coming through. If you're working with nature or you're feeling drawn to it, there's a reason. Please let me know if this resonates. I love to read your comments, and I'm wishing you the best. The light in me sees the light in you. Thank you. Bye. Hello, reading number 3. You chose this card, which says Empathic Starseed, Energetic Sovereignty, Absorbing What's Not Yours. And the crystal you chose, Lepidolite. This stone gently activates your upper chakras without overwhelming the nervous system. It deepens your connection to guides, ancestors, and soul wisdom in a grounded, emotionally safe way. So it's perfect for intuitive readers, energy healers, or empaths, people who are sensitive but want to stay connected without becoming untethered. It also helps embrace change, letting go. It's a powerful ally during transitions, endings, grief, identity shifts, any sacred unraveling. It supports you in releasing old patterns and attachments that no longer serve your highest path. And it acts as a spiritual anchor during rites of passage. It's one of the only crystals that contain lithium, which is also found in some medications for anxiety and mood regulation. But here it's a gentle earth-given form, and it helps ease anxiety, worry, emotional overwhelm, especially in empaths or those recovering from trauma or grief. It calms the mental noise so you can hear your own inner voice. You may feel like you're too open to others. And it also helps with self-acceptance and inner grace. So let's find out how you can remain sensitive without feeling others too painfully. How you can be sympathetic with a little bit of detachment. All right, I think that's too many. How you can remain energetically sovereign. All right. We have the King of Swords. Remain energetically sovereign and stop absorbing what's not yours. 8 of Cups. And where would this lead you? Nine of Cups. All right, the King of Swords is your higher self in command. He shows you that sovereignty begins with clarity. You become energetically sovereign by witnessing without absorbing, by discerning what is yours and what is not. The sword is your tool, not to cut off love, but to sever entanglement and strengthen mental boundaries. The thoughts you entertain, the energy you validate, the narratives you allow to run unchecked. Not all that you feel is yours. So you're being given the tools to sort what is sacred from what is static. And so you may even begin to practice saying, "This thought is not mine. I return it to source with love and light." And it looks like that's what he's doing with these arrows. It's like these arrows are thoughts that aren't his, that he's shooting, returning to source with love and light. You're very intuitive. So some of these thoughts, remember that you feel burdened by aren't your thoughts. So remember, this thought is not mine. I return it to source with love and light. Say it as often as needed. And I love this depiction of the Eight of Cups because we see her back is turned. She's turning her back on something and towards the light. This is your spiritual permission slip to leave behind old energetic contracts, especially unconscious ones rooted in guilt, duty, or identity as healer. You don't have to heal everyone. You stop absorbing what's not yours by emotionally detaching from patterns where your worth is tied to being the rescuer, the mirror, the container. We even see that mirror here. Some relationships or habits may need to be released, not with anger, but with deep reverence. You are not abandoning them. You are returning to yourself. So just think about what emotional burdens you might still be carrying that were never yours to begin with. It's like carrying all this stuff becomes heavy and it's not yours. So just letting it go and returning to your light. This card reveals the Nine of Cups, that the gift of your unabsorption, when you stop over merging, you begin to realize that much of what you thought would fulfill you, external validation, being needed, constant emotional tuning, was never your true joy. It's like a task or role that was placed on you, but that you didn't invite. And this is going to lead you to real soul level satisfaction where you can live a life where joy is no longer a performance or a response, but it's a state of being. And you begin to feel joy that is quiet and sovereign, no longer reliant on others' energy, just your own beautiful frequency. You know, this card came out in reverse. So when cups come out in reverse, it's like your emotions, your energy pouring out. And the Nine of Cups is all about wishes. So it's like you were giving your wishes to others and losing your energy, releasing your energy because you were entangled in them. But if you can begin to practice, this thought is not mine, and I return it to Source with love and light, then your cups will fill up again. To become energetically sovereign, sharpen your mind and soften your heart and walk away from what no longer aligns. The clarity of the King, the courage of the Eight of Cups, and the recalibration of your joy are leading you to the truth. You were never meant to carry it all, only to carry the light of who you are. Reading number 3, so beautiful. Love yourself first. That's what your guides are saying. Love yourself first. And then be choosy with who you give energy to, but remember to safeguard your mind from the thoughts of others. I feel like you're learning to develop your own psychic skills. And it's not that you don't have them and that you're getting them, it's that you have them so strongly that you're hearing other people's thoughts, feeling other people's feelings without discerning which are yours and which are theirs. And so it's just what you're learning to do is not become more psychic, but become more discerning about those thoughts and feelings. And being able to observe with a certain amount of detachment and still have that sympathy when needed. Really good stuff. Reading number 3. Please let me know if this resonates. I'm wishing you the best. The light in me sees the light in you. Thank you. Bye.